sound?
Sound all right. We installed that already. It's done.
Okay. I don't know what
Uh,
that is.
it's a
So,
receptacle. We ran it across the attic and
oh,
tied it into the panel and secured and strapped and junctioned and everything else.
interesting.
Yeah,
Sweet.
yeah, record timing. Okay, so now you got some internet, didn't you? You got some new boxes.
Hmm.
This is what I can
And
tell you.
I got to talk to my internet service provider,
Okay,
and what they told me was, and this is awesome,
what's
awesome
up, big boy
news,
Ram?
that while I pay for 2 gigs of service,
Right,
the router that they have is only capable of providing 1 gig of
correct,
service.
correct.
So their suggestion was, "Hey Apache, I didn't know you were still around." Anyway,
So this is my router. It's an Eero 6 Plus. Do
yes.
you have an Eero 6E or do you have Eero 6 Plus?
I went away from Eero because it's not available where I am locally. And instead of driving the nearly 2 hours to go to Best Buy, which is the only other place that I can buy Eero,
Right.
I just bought what was available locally,
At
which
Walmart.
is yes.
Okay. But
I'll go get
you
it
already have
so you can
Eeros,
see.
right?
I do, but
Are
they're
they
five.
pluses or
They're
E's?
five. They're Wi-Fi 5. That's all I can tell you.
I don't
And
know.
they're
Okay.
booty. But let me go
Well,
get the new one and I'll show you because it looks cool. It looks a lot cooler than the Eros, I can tell you
you
that.
pay 50 megs and only get 2. You're scammed as hell. Yeah. Um,
I'm
hey,
just saying.
I was trying to get home before you started your live.
I can. Well, technically, I installed a plug while you were gone. I did a lot. We got a lot done. I was in the panel and I was in the attic, and
It was the butt kind.
not if I do this one. What time is it now? 6:30. You were hoping to eat for 30 minutes, wolf it down, and then start another live.
No, not start another live. No, I didn't know you were living to begin with. I was trying to get you fed before your live at 7.
So
I wanted to eat with you.
I'm not going to interrupt her.
Yeah. Give me 2 seconds. I'll let you know in a second. So your internet service provider gave you 2 gigs of service at $100
Yeah.
a month
Right.
for the last 3 years
Yes.
and never gave you
Four.
Eero 6E or
No.
Pro.
No. Didn't give me anything but the big blocky router that didn't cover my whole house, which is why I had to get a mesh. After that,
So you could plug your Eeros into that though.
I do have them in there, and you like so the Eros that I have, which they're 5, they're only capable of going to Wi-Fi 5. In my bedroom, where I have an Eros, I get around 40 megabits.
What's the maximum speed of Wi-Fi 5?
The theoretical maximum speed of Wi-Fi 5, 802.11 AC,
Christina?
is 6.9 gigabits per second, though some sources cite a more common maximum of around 3.5 gigabits per second, depending on the configuration, like the number of streams and channel width. Actual speeds in real-world scenarios are typically much lower, often in the hundreds of Mbps to just over 1 gigabit per second.
Okay, idiot. In my house, what is the speed of Wi-Fi 5 on a Eero 6?
5.
The maximum theoretical raw data rate for Wi-Fi 5, 802.11 AC, using a 20 megahertz channel with a...
No, dude. Eero 5. What's the speed for Wi-Fi 5? No, hang on. You have Eero 6s.
No, I've got an Orbi. I just picked this up, an Orbi 7.
I get
got
that. I'm trying to diagnose
the
your
5.
old stuff. I don't know if you needed that.
I got the 5. I haven't been happy with the Eeros at all,
Okay, so
but I'm going to figure out how to get this set up, replace all the other garbage, and just use
you are
this.
not. Oh my God, you're gonna have such a hard time with that. Let me tell you what happened to me. Okay,
All right.
when I had to throw
They got
everything
a
that I ever
video,
owned.
by the way. They
Right.
have a video, by the way. Yeah.
That's good. When I had to throw everything away that I ever owned, I had to throw away my Eero 6 Pros, which were good for 3.5 gigs or whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had them in this house, but I only had 1 gig of speed. Right. When I moved them to this house, because they're from the old
Is
house,
it good? Yeah.
I started dying. Basically, couldn't breathe.
Yes.
All the
I was
symptoms,
aware.
right?
I was there.
You
Yeah.
notice I only just got better within the last 3 months. Proceeds to cough. I had to throw those away. Now I was dirt broke like 8 months ago. Okay. And I had to buy Eeros on a credit card. Literally couldn't afford them. Appreciate all your support, guys. You have no idea how awesome you guys are. So thank you for all the support. I really mean that. YouTube has been keeping me able to keep my house for a little bit till I figure things out. So I bought the Eero, whatever these are.
Oh.
Eero, this. There's only cable of 1 gig.
Yeah.
This is an
yeah.
Eero 6.
That's what I've got.
Plus.
Yeah, they're terrible.
The Eero 6Es can do what you need. So I don't know what you have.
I got this.
I know you got that. What do you? Where is your Eeros right now? They're being used.
Yeah, they're being used.
They're being
They're
used.
upstairs.
Okay.
So. But
Send me a picture of that. You might not need that. You might just need better cabling.
well, 2 of them, or one of them's connected directly with the Ethernet cable.
Perfect.
The one actually closest to me here.
Right.
That's connected to that router with an Ethernet cable. And that thing, even with the Ethernet cable, if I'm standing next to it, I might get somewhere in the neighborhood of 500 or 600.
See, that's very decent. It's not 2 gigs worth what you're paying for.
That's
but that's
standing
very decent.
next
See,
to
I
it.
get
Yeah.
a gig now with my phone this close to mine. I get a gig
Oh.
paying for 2 gigs. So 500 on a 1 gig system, very decent. 500 on 2 gig,
Yeah.
could be better.
Well, but I'm paying for 2, and I want to get 2.
Right. You
I
should
get as
call them
close to
up
2
and be
as I
like,
can.
hey, why would you sell me 2 gigs and only give me 1 gig devices? That
Yeah.
conversation has to happen. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. When I talk to I've got Alzheimer's, so when people start saying a bunch of stuff, I just kind of check out, and I'm like,
Yeah.
And I can guarantee you that that's exactly what happened in the conversation earlier.
What's going to happen? Sorry, go ahead.
I said, so let me get this straight. For the last 4 years, I've been paying for 2 gigs, and you sold me a device that you knew couldn't do 2 gigs. But if I had 2 devices hooked into it, then they could both not do 2 gigs, but the internet speed is capable of it. And they're like, yeah, that's about it.
No, that's not exactly, especially in your household.
I have a small house, a very cluttered small house.
What's going to happen is whatever you plug into your main, whatever it is, I don't know what you got. You probably have an LNT in fiber somewhere here. You have something like this, and then you have this.
It's
cable.
like this big. It's like this big.
Right. My one used to be that big. They upgraded me to a 7 gig capable because they saw what I like to do around here. And they're like, we're
Or-
just going to give you a fiber directly into your house. And that's fiber cable there. I got to pull that
Yeah.
back in the attic.
I have a fiber cable directly into my house,
Perfect. You're going to
and
take
it's connected to that little box.
now what this is. These are all different suites. Okay. You can only use one of these. This isn't a switch. This is going to be for one house. This is for like multiple residences, different accounts. Okay.
Oh,
So if you need to branch off of whatever, you need to plug it into. See how this has 2 ports?
yeah.
That's how you're going to branch off. So
Right.
when you plug your first system in, okay, it's going to have you set up. It's going to turn the first one that you plug in into a router.
Hi, Jamie.
So then you're going to have a router. The Eros that your service provider provides you,
Yeah.
they have the DNS tracking and all that stuff, right? Your internet service provider loves to give you a router. That way they can track all your stuff. They want to be able to access it. They want to sell all of your data that you're web browsing and all that stuff. They want to sell it to another
I don't want
company
that.
to sell you another commercial.
I've heard that.
They were very pissed off that I had my own routers because remember I threw mine away. They were so pissed
Yeah.
off that I had my own routers. Never take their router. It depends on what. So, yeah, exactly. Yeah, never use their router.
I didn't have an option. They just told me that I had to take the whole thing.
But they were so pissed off at me that they gave me a free $10 router because they want to be able to track me. And I was like, you know what? I've been through enough. I can't really afford an extra $10. I probably could, but I don't want to. I'll use your router. We'll see what happens. But in general, they want to use their router so they can access it whenever they want. That way they can track and throttle and all that stuff. More importantly, track. They don't really care about throttling because it's freaking fiber. So the bandwidth is like up here. You know, they're never going to be able to cap it. Not like when it used to be DSL or like cable modem.
Uh-huh.
They love to throttle that. Everyone jumps on at the same time. They start charging, you know, based on who's got more or whatever, throttling it.
Yeah.
Fiber, you don't have to worry about that too much, but they definitely want to track it. You are probably going to want to punch a hole in the wall when you start working on that. So just be
Okay.
patient with it because that thing has to create all that from scratch because it's going to now be your service provider.
Uh-huh.
So it's going to have to talk back home. It's going to have to set up. It's got to set up that it's a router. And then you're going to have to go into your app. You're going to have to log in and you're going to have to add all yours individually. It's going to say, don't place this too close to the TV. Don't put this over here. This is the correct placement. It's going to take a lot.
But when I get one of these plugged in, I can
Right.
plug like because I've got one that has 2 ports, and then I
Mhm.
take the one from the router and I plug it into the top. I
Right.
think. Then I take the other one and I can plug it into the existing Eros because I've got one that I have corded, like connected to the other router.
Uh-huh.
So and then I would have that Eros all set up because that should be
Yes.
the same. So I
You're not
won't
going
have
to get
to.
2 gigs out of the other Eros, though. You're only going to get 2 gigs out of that box.
I just want to be able to because right now I can't even do 4K in my bedroom. I can only do like 1080 because I'm not getting very good.
They're jerking you around.
Okay, what? Uh-huh. I don't understand it, so
I know.
I'm like,
I know. Maybe Josh and
but
I can explain in the chat. I'm going to go eat with the kids.
okay.
And we're going to start this live again and we'll talk a little bit more about it.
Oh,
Unless you're going to
okay.
try and work on that now.
I was going to do it tomorrow
Okay.
because this looks very intimidating.
It can be. Even Eros are intimidating, even though they're pretty easy to set up. Mine
had to
didn't work for
call.
about 30 minutes whenever it was deciding it was going to be the router. Like I thought, I literally took the old one out, did a whole bunch of research on what I could buy, a bunch
Yeah.
of research on what I could buy, threw it in the backyard, and then went to Best Buy and bought those three. And then when I plugged it in, I didn't have internet for like 30 minutes and I was kind of freaking out. And then whenever I called to get them to do whatever, they're trying to access the router and they were like, we can't access your router. What's the serial number? I give them the serial number. That doesn't exist. Or we're going to do this, or we're going to do that. And then finally they're like, hey, that's not our router. And they were pretty upset. It's pretty funny.
Oh. They do have technical support that can walk me through that.
Yeah. You might just want to just
My
call them
internet
and
people.
make them. Yeah. You should just call them. Don't even try to do so. Just have them step by step. And, but what I can tell you is that if I was to draw this out very quickly, we got the whiteboard. Basically,
That into the well, I don't know what you're talking about, Parm.
this is your
Parma.
wall. You're going
Yeah.
to start at 2. Okay. Your devices have to be rated for 2 to get 2. So you're paying for 2. This is your new Orbi thing, whatever it is, right? That's going to be
Yes.
good for 2 gigs. If you take this wire out, because it's got 2 ports, you can plug that directly into your computer, your laptop, and you'll get 2 gigs into your laptop. Okay. Wired.
Oh.
If you plug this into one of your old Eeros, that's only good for 1. You're only going to be able to get 1 out wirelessly. If you go hardwired, you're going to continue to get 1. As you go wireless, you're going to start tapering off. This is going to be 700. This is going to be 500. This is going to be 300. You're going to get less and less as you get further away. So when you wire 1 from the main box all the way here, right, you're going to start back at 1, and then you're going to start tapering off again. 7, 5, whatever you're doing. I don't know if your Eeros are capable of 2. So that's cool that they sold you a router. I don't know what they're costing you. Did they change your bill?
No. No.
That's not a service provider then, right? That's just a box that you can buy for a router.
I don't know.
Gotcha. You didn't sign up with a company, right? They just said you want to get this.
4 years ago, and then they put it in there.
Yeah.
And,
so that's your
and
router.
then
Right. That box will do 2. So you can do what I did. Might be a little bit confusing. You can go get a $30 little switch splitter here. Plug in one of these holes, plug out wherever you want. And whatever you plug in, you're going to get out. So you can plug these into a bunch of different Eeros, hardwired like I did for a while. That way you get 2 gigs out wherever you're going. You could even take that box, branch out to a couple of different ones. One could be a computer, one could be another Eero, one could be the TV if it's hardwired, whatever.
Mm-mm.
Options.
The
How many
only
holes you
thing
got at
that's,
the back of that thing?
Just
2?
what one? Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, internet.
I gotta
in.
make sure my Yarbo is plugged in. That's the only thing I'm worried about.
Yeah. So depending on what system you got, if it's got multiple of these go wireless and then they go back to wired.
Well, only one of them has 2, and then this one only has 1.
That has 1.
Yeah.
What's the hole in the bottom of that?
That's for the plug into the wall. See,
That's the only hole?
This one's an Ethernet.
Oh shit, dude.
And then this one is the DC into the wall. But one of these tower ones, which has stuff on the top of it, which I don't know what the stuff on top of it means, but it has 2.
It has two. Okay, that's the main one. That's the satellite. That's the main one. The one with the two is what you're going to plug into your ONT. So you're going to come out of this
Huh?
box like what you got.
Mhm.
Take this wire, plug it into the two, then come out of the other hole, and then plug it into your first zero.
That's what I planned on doing.
And then, depending on how you mesh, you're probably going to get 500 everywhere you go in the house. Let's look at that.
500 would be an improvement because, like I said, in my bedroom, I only get 40.
Yeah, like look, let me show you. I'm getting
Or
2 gigs,
actually,
okay?
technically, in the one corner, I only get 16, which is where my TV is. And
I'm
that's
wireless
with
right
the Eero
now.
in the house.
I'm wireless right now. I'm getting 500. That's very decent for wireless, by the
Uh-huh.
way, in case you don't know. That's
Yeah.
very decent. It's sitting right here. We'll do it again. Right next to it, 1,000. Over here, less than 10 feet away. No, it's right, 1,000. Hang on.
That sucks. That didn't work the way you thought it would.
That tapes are
You're
off pretty
s-
quickly. 16.
You're
that's
still
not
at
good.
1,000. Yes, that sucks for you. I feel bad for you.
Yeah, that was weird.
I get 16, not 1,000. I get 16 right now in my bedroom, which is why I can't watch 4K.
Hang on. This one shows
Oh,
my
it's complicated. It really isn't because I'll more than likely just say screw it and then take the whole thing back. And Yarbo is amazing. If you guys don't have Yarbo, you're missing out.
it's not happy with me doing that test. It says I'm using a lot of internet. So I would agree. We're live streaming and we're trying to do a speed test.
Yeah, I'm saying.
That's part of the throttling. See how that works? Hang on, let's do this one.
Look, you want to talk to me about tools? I'm there with you all day. You start talking to
Yes.
me about this stuff, I don't know. I
Yes, I've
just
got a gig wireless, but that's 2 gigs. You see what I'm saying? So 500 when you're getting
they
a
do
gig
too,
is
Denny.
decent.
Yeah. If I could get 500, I'd be really happy. If I could get 100, I'd be happy.
I get
But
it.
when I'm getting 16, I'm not happy.
Yeah, I get it. All right, I gotta go.
Okay.
We will we'll pick this up here in a second.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Narfle the Garthok on this. I'm gonna see if
Oh,
I
are
can.
you now?
Maybe. I don't know.
Well, when we come back, we
If
might
it-
build a shelf for this because we
Okay.
got all that installed last night. That plug.
Okay.
We might do a shelf. We'll do a shelf for the other one. And let me hit this test here. What are we getting over here?
If it doesn't work, I'll just hook it all up back up the way it is now.
See, I'm getting
And,
800 here on my phone. And yeah, see, that's not something I'm used to seeing. Your internet is high demand. That's my provider doing that. That's why you don't want to use your router.
oh,
Yeah.
I could do the speed test right now. And
I can do this one that shows my IP, but you guys aren't allowed to see it, so it is what it is. I just can't yeah, I'm getting 2,000 now.
see,
Look at
hook
this.
directly into the router that came with the system, the big tower looking thing that came with the system. My download speed is 857, which is good. I'm not complaining, but that's my laptop. That's directly hooked in. And then my
Yeah, but
upload
directly
speed
hooked,
is
if you're paying for 2, you should
900.
be getting at least 1,600 minimum.
Yeah, my upload is 958.
I mean, that's good for your computer. So
Yeah. I'm not complaining about that. It's just the other stuff that I want to go faster.
Right.
Hi, Squatch.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm
Hey,
getting mine
Apache,
here regardless.
if you can
All right.
walk me through this, that'd be amazing.
All right, we'll pick this back up. We got a shelf to put and some other stuff. We'll be back. See you guys.
All right, go eat with your family.
All right, peace.